Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be replacing a positive battery terminal end on the driver's side of an 17 Super Duty. Someone's installed one of those quick universal bolt-on ends and it's got a ton of corrosion. Just looks like a mess. So we're going to do a proper repair today. We're also going to install a couple batteries in this. So first thing I'm going to do is remove the cables and pull this battery out so I can get some more room to work. Lift this battery out. And I'm going to lube this factory lube up. I'm going to lift it off the degas bottle so it's easier to work on. Now there's really not a lot of extra cable here to work with, so we're going to save the end of this cable and crimp the new end onto it. So I'm going to pull back this cable assembly and bring it on the top of the hoses for the degas. And we'll go ahead and cut this universal end off. The bolt was so corroded, wasn't even removed, it just was spinning. So we'll just cut it off and pull the cover off. We'll make a slit and pull this factory heat shrink, peel it off. Just take a screwdriver and work it on both sides and peel it off the cable. Now I'm going to make a series of cuts all the way around this factory crimp. They're not soldered on, so if you make a bunch of cuts, you can peel the factory crimp off and save the cable and crimp the new cable on. So I'm going to use a Dremel with the cutoff bit, and I'm just cutting right to the edge of the cable. I'm not cutting into the cable. I'm just cutting just barely through the crimp. And we'll just keep working it. Get some pliers. Peel off a piece here. Pull another piece off. This one's really on there. Some of them come off easier. I'm trying to do as little damage to the factory cable as possible. We'll make one more cut. Peel this last piece off. There we go. So now we have the factory end to work with. It's pretty clean. If it's really corroded deep down in the cable, you're gonna have to cut back and replace a portion of the cable, but this one's still good. Most of the time they are. It's usually the corrosion's just on the terminal end. It's not all the way down in the cable. And we'll cut off this plastic protector. Pull tape off of it, and I'll have the tools I used linked down below. This is an IWS 8200A crimping tool. And I'll also have the part number for the battery terminal end in the description below. There's the part number for it. This one, the ears on the crimp, they're a little taller, so this one took a little bit extra force to crimp it down, but it did work really nice. And you'll see here I forgot the cover up there. It's on top of the degas bottle. But I will get it installed. You'll see later on in this video. So to get it to start to crimp takes a lot of force. And they've got hydraulic crimping tools. This one's a cheap tool. This is the one I have. It still works really good. Once they bend over, then it gets a lot easier. See, it's taking a ton of force. There we go, got it crimped over, and then I realized, oops, got the boot. Some people probably just make a slit in that, stick it over, but I'm going to go ahead and I didn't have it crimped all the way down. It's still loose. So I'm just going to slip this off the cable. Stick the cover on like I should have did to begin with. We'll take this terminal end in the vise and bend these ears back just a smidge and fit it back onto the cable. Work that cable back in there. No sweat. Right back in there. I've got the heat shrink on and the cover on this time. So now we'll permanently crimp it down. I'm just going right in the middle of this terminal end, and then I'll work it up and down. You'll crimp it down until the crimping tool completely collapses, and then it's crimped down. There we go. We'll do it like 3 times. There it's on there. Looks just like it came from the factory. We salvaged the cable. Go ahead and put the heat shrink up and shrink that down. There we go, we got this all shrunk down. Work that cover back up and over. And it looks like the factory. Put this convoluted tube protector back on it. We'll tape it up. Make it look just like no one was in here. Work this cable back underneath the degas hose. Stick a new battery in it. Put the hold down on. Snap this cable loom back in a degas bottle. And when you do this repair on the Super Duty, it has 2 batteries. You want to make sure your negative is disconnected on the other side before you do any repairs. Make sure both negatives are disconnected. Now we'll tighten down this positive. There you have it. This looks like it came from the factory. Really nice repair. It's a permanent repair. Something you can be proud of. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you in the next video.